have Hanzhi Guo, and Hanzhi is going to show us his project, which is called What Car Is That?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Hanzhi Guo, and I'm a computer engineer from Texas A&M. The big question I'm trying to ask is what's like really burning into everybody's minds, which is what car is that on that screen? Because that could be a van, but Elon Musk calls that a truck. As a bigger question, I wanted to figure out, what does an AI model trained on regular cars think of exotic cars that's never seen before? So that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I built. So it's trained on images like the ones on the left, and we're gonna go ahead and predict what the cars on the right are. So far I haven't seen anyone really explain what convolutional neural networks were. So this is how computers actually determine what's inside an image. It goes through this process of breaking the image into patterns, textures, colors, and then it looks at, oh, that's labeled a car, and then that's how it trains as the computer figures out what the heck that image is. On the other hand, what I utilized was darknet YOLO object detection. It's a little bit different than image recognition. It kind of builds on top of that. So object detection looks for objects in an image instead of looking at the whole image. And YOLO darknet is trained on the COCO image data set, which is consistent. It consists of 330,000 images with 1.5 million object instances. But the thing is, it can only distinguish between cars and trucks. And I want something a little bit beefier that can tell me that's a convertible or that's a coupe. So I took the Stanford car data set, which is over 8,100 images of cars, but they were labeled as like the Ram 5000 or Toyota Corolla. So I actually wanted a higher level description of the car. Thus, I processed all of that data and got it down to the 6 classes you see on the left. Training was relatively straightforward. It got 100% validation accuracy, and the loss kept going down, and it trained it for 12,000 epochs. But with object detection, it's a little bit tricky. 100% validation accuracy doesn't really mean much if it can't detect the object. So we move over to my web app, which is built on Flask. We're going to upload a video, and we're going to process this video in real time. As you can see, the video has uploaded, and this is what it looks like. This is the video that I got off of YouTube, pre-processed. We're going to run that through my car type YOLO. You can also play with the COCO YOLO, which is extremely cool. I recommend you play with that. And we'll take a look at the flow diagram that I made of this project. This diagram visualizes how the user and data flow through the web app. On the left hand is the Flask app, and the solid arrows are what the user flows to. So from uploading the image to seeing the image displayed, to choosing which model you will use, and then finally looking at the processed video or image. On the right-hand side is where all the complication comes from. This took a lot of time to build the backend, from uploading the image, converting that to a correct data type, and then processing that through either the car model or the COCO model, and then storing that, and then converting all of that. If you want to know more, the graph is there. So I will post in the chat the link to my web app, which is live right now. You can play with it as long as I have AWS credits ready. And this is some of the technology that I used to create it. Let's go back. Oh, it's finished processing. Look at that. it's processed my custom class YOLO on video, which any of you can upload. Please do upload things and play with it. I worked really hard to get this demo to you guys. Yeah. And some other fun things to try around, like Lightning McQueen. The image part processes rather fast because it's just one image. A video consists of many, many images in sequence. And it seems to think that Lightning McQueen is a convertible. Yep, and finally, the question is finally answered. What car did Elon Musk create? And the AI thinks that it is 57% truck. Feel free to reach out to me on GitHub or LinkedIn. And please ask me questions.
Great job, Hanzhi. So I know that all of that backend part was particularly laborious. Do you have any words of wisdom that you would share about trying to build that kind of backend and kind of wrestling with deploying a model?
Absolutely. Understand the specific connections you need to make, what data needs to come in and what format it is, and then the output forms. I spent a lot of time wrangling with input data or like getting the video to even output, you know? HTML can only display MP4 and the model could only output AVI files. So that was a whole nother step just to convert that. So whenever you upload videos, just know that it's also converting videos too. So everything's like running super fast in the background.
Awesome. Did you have any particular edge case cars that, yeah, like I think this is a good one.
Yeah, like I can't tell what that is. What is that? Apparently, this is Land's favorite car, and you enter through the windshield. So very, very, very unique.
Right, pushing the idea of what even is a car exactly. Yeah. So that's really cool. Good job. I thought that was really, really awesome. Let me see if there's any questions in the chat.
Yeah, feel free to go to that link, play with it all week. I'll shut it down in a week.
I look forward to your credit card statement on your AWS account. Did you try any other toy cars? Sure, yeah.
No, I can live demonstrate that if we have time, but if not, then
I'll let you try one more car and then we'll
okay.
The next one. Hopefully everybody will get a lot of cars and put them in there.
What toy car should I do?
That aren't cars at all into it and see what happens.
Lightning McQueen again?
No, I like the Batmobile one. That's the one I want to see.
Oh, you want me to upload the Batmobile?
Yeah, please.
All right. This one? This is your choice. It's a coupe. It's not wrong. It doesn't convert, right?
Yeah, so it's super fun. I really like this project. Good job, Hanzhi. Up next,